Welcome to the online course of diffraction, which is part of module number 4 Wave Optics of physics KS 201. In this particular course, we are going to cover the basics of diffraction, then classification of diffraction, then difference between Fresnel and Fraunhoffer diffraction, Fraunhoffer diffraction at a single slit, Fraunhoffer diffraction at a double slit, absent spectra in case of double slit diffraction. Then we will discuss something about diffraction grating and derive the expression for Fraunhoffer diffraction at an end slit. Then we will discuss about the spectra with grating, then the dispersive power, the resolving power, the Rayleigh criteria for resolution of spectral series, and the resolving power of the grating. All the topics are strictly as per the AKTU syllabus. Now this particular physics course is basically covering the course outcome number 1 to 1.4, which is relate physical optics with its application in optical devices. Now earlier we are using the same type of teaching aids for other courses also, so we are again continuing with the same teaching aids based on the feedback which is received from you. Now we are using again a YouTube channel, which the link of which is given here, and we are also using a Skype call link in case you are having some doubt, or you can also use a Zoom class for that particular purpose. And for making the interaction between the student and the faculty, we are using a WhatsApp group, and these WhatsApp groups are basically used to provide you lecture notes, then presentations, video links, and any other required information which is useful for this particular course. Now at the end of this particular course, you will be provided with a online quiz based on which your assignment marks will be calculated for this particular topic, and a course feedback form will also be provided at the end of this particular course, so that you can provide your feedback and we can improve based on your suggestions. Now the attendance part of this particular course has slight modifications. The attendance for the lecture will be provided at the end of the lecture by successfully completing a short quiz which is based on the concept of the lecture. The link of the quiz is given in the description of the video on that particular YouTube channel, but this time the quiz will remain open for only a duration of 2 hours till 5:30 p.m., after which it gets deactivated. All the students are advised to listen the lecture carefully and answer question in the quiz, which is strictly on the contents of that particular lecture. The notes of the lecture will only be provided on the next day through soft copy. In this particular case of diffraction, we have already circulated the soft copies of all the lectures, because we are basically already covered this topic in the classrooms, and this is basically part of our CIA2. Now again we are using a whiteboard in this particular case. If you have some doubts or the instructor wants to demonstrate something personally, we are using a whiteboard concept through which information will be provided to you. We are using a WhatsApp group where this particular group is basically used to pass on information. Now this particular whole concept of diffraction is divided into 4 different lectures. Lecture number 1 will be planned today, which is 17th of April 2020, and the timings for this particular class is 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And in this particular lecture we will be covering basics of diffraction, classification of diffraction, difference between Fresnel and Fraunhoffer diffraction. In lecture number 2, which is scheduled for tomorrow, 18th of April 2020, then we will cover Fraunhoffer diffraction at a single slit as well as the width of the central maxima. In lecture number 3, which is scheduled on 19th, we will cover Fraunhoffer diffraction at a double slit. We will also find the absent spectra in case of a double slit diffraction. We will discuss about the concept of diffraction grating. We will also discuss about Fraunhoffer diffraction at end slit, and then we will find out what are the spectra which is obtained with the help of grating. Last lecture of this particular series will be on 20th April 2020 at 3:30 p.m. and in this particular last lecture we will cover dispersive power, resolving power, Rayleigh criteria of resolution, and resolving power of that particular grating. Now in this particular way, in 4 different days, we are covering the whole diffraction, which is scheduled to be coming in the CIA2 exam on last day of the CIA schedule. All these particular lessons will be provided in the soft copy earlier also, and after every presentation we will also passing you the PPT of that particular presentation through the WhatsApp group. Attendance will be strictly monitored, and it will be only through a successfully submission of online quiz within 2 hours of the lecture delivery.